Hello there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back on my channel. You're listening to Light Channelings once again, and I am back with a new card reading for all of you. Before starting with today's card reading, allow me to express my gratitude for your help, for your support, for your love, for your valuable contributions and donations. May God bless you with whatever it is that you may need, want, or wish for your highest good. First and foremost, I'd like to tell you that today's card reading starts with an appearance of number 148, 269 along with number 66. With that being said, I'd like to add a few points here. Number 269 had been following me, especially while I do my readings, for more than 2 to 3 months now, and this is not a coincidence. I'd like to take you note of these things, especially what I'm saying, that number synchronicities are not mere coincidences. They are confirmations and they tell you exactly what's about to happen in your life, okay? And as you've heard me say a lot of times, that 269 is mostly related with karmic endings happening in your life or in your connection or relationship or some sort of circumstance in your life. That's exactly what cards are saying, okay? A very long karmic cycle is about to end in your life, okay? And this is happening for karmic reasons. You will see that very, very soon, and things are going to become obviously apparent for you to understand everything that had happened in your life so far, so now, okay? Now, this karmic situation may have involved people from either your family or your counterpart's family, or it was a situation or a case where a lot of people were involved or playing their role as karmics in your life. So that heavy cycle of endless pain, endless trauma, hardships and obstacles is about to end in your life, is what I'm going to tell you, and I'll describe everything as we move further and proceed further with this reading, okay? So listen to me till the end to understand everything what's happening here. Now, this has become bit repetitive theme for you to listen. Messages like karmic cycles are ending and people are regretting what they've done to you, so same applies here as well, okay? This has become a repetitive theme where I constantly see that the people who played their role of being a karmic in your situation or connection are now literally and actually paying the price, bearing the consequences, are really feeling guilty and remorseful for what they've done. And it's because of divine justice came into play and divine served and gave its judgment in the favor of your divine connection and for the work you've been doing so far, not just on your own selves but on improving all areas of your lives. And as a reward, you are attracting these situations and circumstances in your life. So to describe about everything, I'd like to start with what happened at first and then how it all ended. This was a really beautiful divine connection. You two are divine lovers, divine couple, and the moment you found out that you are twins or soulmates, you started hoping for a reunion, reconciliation, commitment, or marriage with your counterpart. Okay, that's what happened. But then suddenly, when People got to know about you and your connection. Out of their jealousy, envy, insecurity, arrogance, pride, and whatnot, they started to plan and plot against you, create conspiracies to destroy this connection so that they can win over you and in this situation and feel proud of what they've done in their life. It was nothing but them operating out of their evil energy, devil energy, which is nothing but one being operating out of their uncontrolled, egotistical nature. I hope that makes sense to you. So because there were so many people involved in your situation, or I'd say that your person brought in so many people because they didn't have the clarity and the maturity to make wise choices and decisions in their own life, and they were not in their own power. They brought in disastrous, painful for this connection in the past. Okay, this is what happened, or if this is happening right now, I'd like to urge you to still listen to understand what's on for life in the near coming future. Okay, you had to walk away with extreme pain, extreme sadness, with this feeling of getting betrayed by none other than your own soul counterpart, and that was really, really difficult for you to endure. But still, you gathered your courage, you collected yourself back, and you decided to walk away, or you were pushed to walk away from this connection, this situation overall, and start moving towards your healing process. That's what happened. But it wasn't just about you or for you. This was needed so that you can lead the way for others to follow you and come out of the darkness they are living in. And for that reason, universe brought in darkness in your life at first, and then helped you move out of that darkness towards light. So whatever happened in your connection was necessary in order for you to find your own light and become a beacon of light for others to follow. I hope that makes sense once again. So your counterpart left you to follow or pursue superficial way of living, or just put up a facade to show off in front of other people, or they just got attracted with more charm, more dazzling people, places and situations than you, and they couldn't control themselves at that point of time because they were not mature enough to make clear decisions. So they walked away from you, they tried to move on from you and pursue something that was more appealing, not just to them but for those people who influenced them to move on from you, reject you, leave you alone in the cold, and follow something else according to their wish, expectations, or suggestions. Is that clear? Do you understand everything what I'm trying to say here? So that's what they did, but ultimately what happened is that they got treated the same way they treated you. It doesn't matter what they chose over you and who it was they chose over you, whether it was one person or a group of people. They got kicked out of that connection, relationship, situation, circumstance, project, or whatever it was. They took that decision haphazardly, but then they regretted it the next moment because they understood the reality of that world, the reality of living a superficial life where emotions are neglected and killed to look and feel good on the outside. And now they are realizing and understanding what kind of terrible mistake they've made, and now they do not know how to make things right. This has turned them into a really bitter person, or there is a possibility that they chose someone who is 10 times more abusive than they were in the past, and that person really taught them some really harsh lessons and just gave them an opportunity to really look within and gain clarity as to what kind of person they were, what kind of person they wanted and wished to become, but then how it all turned out for them, and what kind of person they are right now. They're angry, defensive, not knowing what to do because they know they are guilty. They know they've done you wrong. They've tried to move on. They've tried to shrug it all off. They tried to tell themselves that they are not responsible for this demise of this connection, but they are. And somewhere I feel like their conscience is giving them a hard time. Okay, this doesn't have to be a current energy, because I feel like this was the energy your counterpart was in, but now they are deciding to leave that burden. They are very well aware of what happened. Okay, everything that I stated, this came into their mind. Okay, they thought about all of this, but because of their ego, because of their pride and arrogance, they did not come forward to give you any kind of apology or even accept or take responsibility for what they've done. But now things are healing, things are progressing, things are moving forward. Okay, all of these people, including your counterpart, okay, let me tell you, your counterpart isn't or wasn't as innocent as a young lad. No, they weren't. They are equally responsible for what happened and what they've done to you. And it doesn't matter whether there were other people involved or not, because it was their responsibility to treat you with respect, kindness, and responsibility, which they didn't do at that point of time. And now it's weighing heavy on them. All of them, I'd say. All of these people were acting really mean, selfish, and weirdly evil. There's a reason why I said weirdly evil. Okay, this is something where someone knowingly likes to kick other person down and feel good about that, feel good about themselves when they are doing that. Especially someone who's spiritual, who's kind and innocent, they like feeling powerful after doing something wrong to such sort of people. I know this is weird, and that's why I said weirdly evil. Okay, and for that exact reason now they are suffering, because that's nothing less than bullying someone to such an extent where you're pushing someone to abandon their own self and feel suicidal. Bullying is still a crime. Okay, I don't know whether it's written somewhere or not that it's a crime to bad mouth about other people, or it's not actually good, because in a sense that's bullying. When the person finds out that someone has been bad mouthing about them in this way, this really hurts. This really hits and attacks on a person's self-esteem, and it becomes difficult for that person to regain their confidence back. That's what I'm trying to explain here to all of you. But all of these people were enjoying hitting on yours or other people's self-esteem and self-confidence, because they do not like people being in their power and actually soft-hearted. For some reason they feel that's ridiculous and that's kind of dumb and stupid. Okay, that's why I said weirdly evil. So these people just wanted to end things in between you and your counterpart, because in their mind they thought of you as someone who's desperate, emotionally unstable, possibly retarded emotionally, who doesn't have a sense about life or other things, who is immature, who is needy, who's clingy, and things like that. And they assumed such sort of things about you. They made these kind of assumptions in their mind, and that's how they thought of putting you in your place. And that's why they did whatever they did to you. The reason why they did whatever they did is because they thought of you as something you are not, because they didn't had those eyes and awareness to see through people beyond how they look, act, and behave. And it's not like these people know everything about you. In some of your cases they don't know nothing except your name or what you do in your life. And for some of you, they don't even know what you do in your life. They just heard some things about you from your counterpart, and they just assumed 10 different things based on what they heard and how it was said, and then they just concluded these assumptions about you, and they started doing whatever they could to kick you out of your counterpart's life. And now they are paying the price for that, because all of this is ending. Okay, all of this is ending. They already brought an ending in between both of you. You already walked away long time ago from your counterpart, and now when you were away, secluded from your own counterpart, your soul counterpart, you love so much and you couldn't even think of spending one day without them. These people actually took away your dreams and your wishes from you with utmost cruelty. And they enjoyed doing all of that because they thought that's what you deserve. That's what people like you actually deserve. Because in their mind, they were thinking that, is she stupid? She thinks that she can be with our son, our brother, our sister, our friend. She's so stupid. I mean, what she was thinking about herself. Look at herself. Look at her. Has she even looked at her in the mirror for once? Things like that. I know these are really hurtful things for someone to hear about themselves. That's why I said this is nothing less than bullying. It doesn't matter if this happens in front of a person or behind their back, but bullying is bullying. Okay, that's what happened. But now when universe intervened, your divine team intervened, everything turned against them. So whatever they did to you and the cruelty they showed towards you returned back to them. Okay, everything, I'm telling you, everything, not even a single tear of yours was wasted. Everything was recorded, was getting recorded somewhere. I can't say much about that, but universe, your divine team, your guides, angels, and ascended masters were taking note of everything, and these people are paying the price for every single tear you've shed because of them, because of their atrocities, their cruelty, their bullying, harassment, humiliation, insults, abandonment, rejection, apathy, or whatnot. They are paying the price for every single tear you've shed and for every single sleepless night you had to go through because of these people and the stress you had to endure. They are paying the price for each and everything. Okay, universe is, literally making them pay the price for everything, every negative emotion you've endured because of them. You getting my point? If these people destroyed your connection, someone else has entered in their life to destroy their connection with their significant other. Okay? If these people were targeting you, humiliating you, they were bad-mouthing about you, they were calling you names, they were insulting you, and they were being mean towards you, everything is returning back to them. They are being treated the same way they treated you, and that is so disgusting. That feels so disgusting for them. Okay? That literally feels disgusting to them, and that's how they are realizing that they are such a shameless people for how they've acted and behaved with you and how they've treated you. They can't sleep at night. They are having nightmares. And if someone used black magic, that's returning to them. They were feeling happy. They were enjoying that they've used black magic and they are making you suffer. But now, when things have turned upside down in their own life, they are not able to sleep. They are not able to find rest. They are restless. They are anxious. They are living in anguish. They are depressed as hell. They're slipping into depression is what I can see. Okay, they feel like someone is trying to kill them, for some of you. Okay, if they sent some sort of spirits or energy your way where you felt like you wouldn't even survive a day, you were feeling so threatened and scared of things you couldn't even see or feel, but it was just a fear that someone is there around you, someone is trying to attack you. You used to get shaken by a drop of a glass on the ground, shaken with fear, utmost fear, things like that. This was done by someone in their family, from their family actually, to make you sick, to make you slip into depression. For some of you, I heard this in my mind, to actually make you go crazy and end up in mental asylum. That's how bad it was, and that's why it was done to you. Someone who is from yours or their family. Okay, this was done, but now everything is returning back to them. They kept on gossiping about you, they kept on finding faults, just so that they can slow the progress as much as they can and make you end up suffering even more. They kept doing that. They kept on doing that because they just didn't wanted you around them. They thought that you are not a perfect fit, or you're just not even worthy enough of their attention, things like that. This is really ridiculous and really, really mean. Evil. This is evil. This is not even mean or ridiculous. This is mean. I'm sorry, evil. And if you're going to hear what they were saying and the kind of things they were bringing up as an excuse or a weapon against you, you would feel like, really, this was an issue? Like, if you have a mole on your nose or on your cheek or shoulder, they were creating an issue out of that. Can you understand and imagine? If there's a small faded scar on your hand or behind your neck or on your shoulder or on your back, or if there is a patch which which came up as a result of hyperpigmentation or something like that, they were making an issue out of that. And for some of you, which is even more ridiculous, these people turned your counterpart against you because you were growing and glowing more than them. You had more money than them. You were self-employed. You started your own business. You were living life of luxuries, and you've attained a lavish lifestyle for yourself. These people couldn't handle that, and they used that to turn your person against you and treat you even worse. Because there are certain type of men who get really triggered when they see their significant other earning more than them or living a life of her own without needing them. That hurts their ego. These people knew exactly what they were doing, and they hit on that spot. They gave a hit on the same exact spot, and it worked in the past. But now they are regretting, and your counterpart realizes they shouldn't have done that, because now they have received that clarity that it was really unwise and immature for them to listen to such sort of opinions and act out of their character. They feel like they are all well educated illiterates. Okay, there's a saying that education doesn't equate intellect. That's what I'm talking about. A person can have 10 diplomas or degrees, still won't have a clue as to how to deal with someone with respect, understanding, maturity, and sympathy. They'd still be saying things to hurt others. They'd still be mean. They'd still be arrogant. They'd still be full of pride. They'd still be adamant. They'll still be conceited and whatnot. Everything is turning back. This situation, this whole cycle where these people were just attacking you for no particular reason, it's because they couldn't find any fault. They were using anything they could to use as a weapon and turn things against you. Because there's a charm. There's a different kind of charm about you. Your aura speaks before you even enter in a room. They sense that. They could sense that. They could feel that, and that's why they did whatever they did. But now they are regretting. Especially the mother figure. If their mother was the cruelest and the meanest person you've ever met in your whole life, you know what you've done? She is so ashamed of herself, especially if she has her own daughters, because things turned out for her daughters like she turned for you, exactly in the same way. If all of them were against you, now they feel like the whole world is turning against them. If they are already married, I saw number 273, their marriage is on the edge of collapsing and breaking completely. Some of these people may even get divorced from their significant others. This is happening with them. So somewhere, how it all turned out after you left and after you had an ending with your counterpart because of these people, I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. So whatever happened after you left helped these people realize what they've done. And now they are even more scared because they know that things are changing for you. They couldn't ever imagine that. Actually, I wouldn't say that. I shouldn't be saying that. I'd say that these people, assume that you were a nobody and you'd never ever become anyone or something in your life. But now when they see that you're someone who's enough to deal with 10 different people at the same time, or even provide for 10 different people, things like that. I mean to say that they can see your power, your maturity, your charm, your confidence, your strength and courage, and that is something which is making them feel ashamed at their knees to their core. They are feeling ashamed of everything they've said and done against you, and the kind of thoughts they created in their mind, because they know deep down they can't even stand in front of you. They are nowhere near a match in front of you. That kind of realization is happening with these people. And if these people were their friends, same things are happening with them. They are being bullied, they are being cursed by others, they are being judged by others as ridiculously as they've judged you. People are passing remarks on their thinking, their actions, their past, their behavior, their looks, if they ever commented anything on how you look or on your appearance. Everything is returning back. Every single thing is returning back, and these people, I'm telling you, these people want to apologize to you. They want to offer you an apology. It's dependent on you as to how you'd deal with them, whether you'd accept that or not. But I am telling you, these people want to apologize to you because universe is making them experience things worse than what they've made you experience and endure. People are attacking you in the same way they've attacked you and targeted you. People are destroying things for them just the same way they did for you. Okay, just exactly in the same way. And they want to reach out, they want to express how they feel, they want to say certain things to you, to get forgiveness for you from you, I'm sorry, because universe is making things horribly difficult for them. Because universe got upset when it saw you crying, sulking, sobbing, in depression, having sleepless nights because of the stress, anxiety, helplessness and hopelessness you were in because of these people. It's because of their ignorant, arrogant nature. They brought so much pain, heartache and suffering in your life. So universe had to balance things out. Universe had to bring in order and justice. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Okay. Yes, I know this is getting a little long, but I have to. So okay, let's wrap things up. So right now these people know that things are not going to get easy for them until and unless they change their ways and actually, for some of you, ask you for your forgiveness. Nothing is going to change in their life because they know it's universe making them pay for what they've done to you and for how long they've made you wait, suffer and cry in pain, just so that you can get back with your counterpart, or at least get some sort of communication and clarity. And they even made you suffer for that. They enjoyed doing that again and again and again. You've been waiting and suffering for years in a row, and this is something which is not small in the eyes of the universe, and everyone has to pay the price for that. So to wrap this reading up, I'd like to just tell you that these people are stalking you right now to see what you're doing and how you're doing whatever you're doing. These people know that you have so much power, confidence and courage that now you don't even want to deal with any of these things. You never even thought of um, becoming a threat for these people, but these people thought of you as a threat. They perceived of you as a threat, and that's why they did whatever they did. And now they know that there are things coming up for them to be fearful about, because that's what they've done to you, and that's how they've made you feel fearful about every single news you expected to get at that point of time. So to wrap this reading up, I'd like to say that everything is happening perfectly in perfect timing. Yes, you'd get the apology you want, you'd get that reunion, you'd get that offer. All you need to do is wait for that perfect timing to come, because it's right around the corner for you. The situation is improving, has already improved to an extent where these people are on their knees begging in front of God to seek forgiveness and mercy, because they are in mess, terrible mess right now. But on your end, there is a message universe would like to give to you, that forgiveness is needed on your end. You need to forgive these people, and when you forgive, you will see actions being taken in your favor. If there is an issue, if you find it difficult to forgive these people, just ask your angels for help, guidance and assistance. You will be assisted at its best. I'm seeing number 344 right now. Just give this situation time, because this is really difficult what these people are going through right now, and they're going to need time to heal from this and actually come in front of you or face you. So the conclusion of this cycle may happen within a year or after that. Okay, that's what universe is saying. All of this situation, this mess, these chaos, it's all going to end for everyone's highest good, and you will have a positive outcome. This is what universe is saying. Okay, to sort things out in between you and your counterpart and everything, actually to completely end this cycle, it might take a year or so, but that doesn't mean you may not get anything good before that. Things are going to move positively for you during this time. So keep up the momentum, keep manifesting, because these results are being manifested by you. You have manifested all of this in your life. Okay, you manifested it. You manifested their karma for them. You manifested your karma for yourself. You manifested these blessings into your life. You manifested receiving justice in your favor. You are manifesting your own victory, the commitment you want from your counterpart, the reunion you want from your counterpart, and ultimately that marriage that you've been wishing for so many years. You're manifesting all of this. So do not stop with your manifestations. Continue to take action in the direction of your dreams, desires and ambitions. Just be patient, wait for the perfect timing, and everything is going to fall in place for all of you. Okay, so I know, I'm sorry, we are already 40 minutes in, but this was needed, so I wouldn't apologize for stretching things out, because it was needed. So I hope you enjoy listening to me, and this really helped you out, this really brought you some relief, and it uplifted your spirits. If that's what happened, do let me know in the comment section below. Do not forget to subscribe for more such readings and guidance, information, and content. If you'd like to support, show your appreciation, or things like that, feel free to follow the link given in the description box below. Okay, so that's all for now. I'll be back again. Till that time, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye bye. Bye bye.